In 1974, Nigeria was the third largest oil-producing nation in the world. Today, Nigeria does not own its own oil reserves, which is still the third largest in the world, but BP and Shell and Exxon owns all the rights of the oil in Nigeria. They take the oil out of it, and after that they sell it back to the Nigerian government. Who did that? The IMF and the World Bank. These are the kafirs we're dealing with. Second, making the dollar, whether it is the Australian dollar or the French dollar, or we call them dollars, but we know they call them different currencies, making the currency in the West prevalent as a source of value and eliminating the gold. Because when gold becomes the standard, the countries who have the gold become what? The possessors of the wealth. But they tricked the world and they took the currency and made it the wealth. And so then they took the wealth, paper dollars, and then they took and bought the gold from those countries with paper. So they took the gold and they own it now. All the gold is in Fort Knox and some other places, and they gave those people currency. Then after they gave them the currency, they depreciated the currency through wars. Then they told them now you can borrow more currency, okay, at 20%. And so now they own the country. Devils. Tricksters. Continuing to make developing countries markets for consumption. So the Muslims become consumer societies. They don't produce anything. Drowning the development countries with compound interest through the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. And we can go on, but we don't have the time. Dealing with political struggle. The first and foremost challenge that has to be reversed was the destruction of the Khilafah in 1924. Because even when the Muslim Khilafah, that is the global Islamic state administration, leadership, even when it was corrupt, even when it was weak, still the head was on the body. And the Muslims had a reference, meaning that a strong person could become the Khilafah and then the strength would come back. But now that the head is decapitated from the body, it doesn't matter whether it's a strong person or not. How can a body move around and govern anyone without a head on the shoulders?